Dear friends, today I am going to teach you exclusive OR gates and its application. Even last lecture, little bit about the exclusive OR gate you have learned. What was the exclusive OR gate? You have studied that there are three basic gates and one of them is OR gate, which is generally known as inclusive OR gate. In that gate, any one of the input is high or all input is high, then the output is high. But the new gate was developed in which any one of the input is high, then the output is high, but if both the input is high, then the output is low. This kind of gate is known as the exclusive OR gate. If you see this truth table for exclusive OR gate, you will see that if A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0, then output is 0. If A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1, then also output is going to be 0. If either A is going to be low or B is going to be low and other input is going to be high, then output is going to be high. That means we can say that exclusive OR gate can work as a inequality comparator. If the inputs are different, then the output is high. Inputs are same, then output is low. This is known as the exclusive OR gate. There are many applications of exclusive OR gate. In arithmetic circuit also it is utilized. It is utilized as a parity generator and parity checker circuit also. How it is going to be utilized, we'll see in later part of this lecture. Now, this two input exclusive OR gate symbol is like this. You have already studied these things. Normal OR gate plus there is a line over A and B which indicates that this is exclusive OR gate. This is the symbol of two input exclusive OR gate. Now, more than two input exclusive OR gate, if you want to study, then we can study here. First is the 4 input exclusive OR gate. How this 4 input exclusive OR gate can be prepared? Because actually in the market, TTL has prepared a 7486 IC which contains a quad 2 input exclusive OR gate. For exclusive OR gate, only 2 input exclusive OR gate IC is available. And that means we can prepare a more inputs with 2 input exclusive OR gate. This figure, next figure will show you that this is your 4 input exclusive OR gate. Inputs are A, B, C and D. But this 4 input exclusive OR gate is prepared from 2 input exclusive OR gate. This is 1, 2 and this is going to be followed by third output exclusive OR gate and that will produce the final output of 4 input exclusive OR gate. If you see that how it works. Figure 4.31a show a pair of exclusive OR gate which is driving an exclusive OR gate. If all input A to D are low, the input gates have low outputs so that final gate has a low output. According to the truth table, if A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0. Both inputs are same, so output of this exclusive OR gate is going to be 0. That means this input is going to be 0. Similarly here, C is equal to 0, D is equal to 0, so output of this gate is going to be 0. So this input is going to be 0. Both the input of the final gate is going to be 0, so output is going to be 0. Next condition, A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0, C is equal to 0, but D is equal to 1. Again, A and B is going to be 0, 0, so output of this gate is going to be 0. Here, C is equal to 0, but D is equal to 1, so this is different inputs, so output is going to be 1. So here, for this final exclusive OR gate, 0, 1 condition at the input, so output is going to be high. Second condition, A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0, C is equal to 1 and D is equal to 0. Again, you will get the final output is going to be high. And this is the symbol for 4 input exclusive OR gate. In input side, this is extended to accommodate more number of input. So that way the symbol of exclusive OR gate is going to be written like this way. If A to C are low and D is high, the upper gate has low output and lower gate has high output and the output gate has a high output. If the if we continue analyzing the circuit operation for the remaining input possibilities, we can work out table 4.7. Here is an important property of this truth table. Each ABCD input with an odd number of ones produce an output 1 or high. For instance, the first ABCD entry to produce an output 1 is 0001. It has odd number of ones. The next ABCD entry to produce an output 1 is 0010. Again, an odd number of ones which will produce the output of exclusive OR gate high. And output 1 also occur for those ABCD inputs 0100, 0111, 1000, 1011, 1101 and 1110, each having odd number of inputs and hence the output of the exclusive OR gate is going to be high. Figure 4.37a illustrates the logic for the 4 input exclusive OR gate. In this book, we will use this abbreviated symbol given in figure 4.31b to represent a 4 input exclusive OR gate. When you see this symbol, remember the action of the gate produce an output 1 when ABCD input has odd number of ones. This is the truth table for 4 input exclusive OR gate. Here, this is comments. Comment indicates that whether this contains odd number of input is going to be high or it is having even number of ones are going to be there. If even number of ones are there in the input ABCD, then the output is going to be 0. If odd number of ones are there in the input ABCD, then output is going to be 1. Now, any number of inputs. Now, we can extend our idea to make any number of inputs. Maybe 3 input exclusive OR gate or more number of input exclusive OR gate will be there. Using 2 input exclusive OR gates and building block, you can produce exclusive OR gates with any number of inputs. For example, figure 4.32a shows a pair of exclusive OR gate. There are 3 input and 1 output. This is the way A, B and C. This is the input A, input B and input C. Using 2 exclusive OR gate, you can prepare a 3 input exclusive OR gate, and this is the symbol for 3 input exclusive OR gate. If you analyze this circuit, you will find it produces an output 1 only when the 3-bit input has odd number of ones. Figure 4.32b shows an abbreviated symbol for 3 input exclusive OR gate. This will be the 6 input exclusive OR gate. Another example of figure 4.32c shows a circuit with 6 input and 1 output. Figure 4.32d shows an abbreviated symbol for 6 input exclusive OR gate. So you can see that here exclusive OR gate input side, this is extended and there are 6 line will be there which indicate this is 6 input exclusive OR gate. Here there are 3 exclusive OR gate which will be in the input side. Output of this one is given to another exclusive OR gate and output of this one is connected with the output of this input to this exclusive OR gate, and that way you can produce 6 input exclusive OR gate, and higher input exclusive OR gate also can be prepared in the similar manner. Analysis of the circuit shows that it produces an output 1 only when the 6-bit input has odd number of ones. In general, you can build an exclusive OR gate with any number of inputs. Such a gate always produces an output 1 only when n-bit input has odd number of ones. Now, application of this exclusive OR gate as a parity generator and parity checker. There may be two types of the parity, even parity or odd parity. What is the meaning of even parity or odd parity? Actually, if you are given a binary numbers which is actually in the form of 1-0 forms. So, if n bit binary number which has odd number of ones, then that number is said to have even odd parity, and if it is having even number of ones, then that number is said to have even parity. For instance, 1011, 110011 has even parity because it contains 4 ones. Odd parity means n bit input has odd number of ones. For example, 110001 has odd parity because it contains 3 1, 2 and 3. Here are some more examples. Let us say this number 1111, then 0000, again 1111 and then 0011. This binary number, which how many ones are there? 4 plus 4 plus 2. That means 10 ones are there, which is even number. That's why this number contains even parity. This number is having 11 ones, so it contains odd parity. The first binary number has even parity because it contains 10 ones. The second binary number has odd parity because it contains 11 ones. Incidentally, longer binary numbers are much easier to read if they are split into the nibbles. So here it is a 16-bit number and you can read them, you can reproduce them, and you can again write it very easily if it is written in the form of nibbles, that is group of 4 bits, and then there is a little space. So it is easier to read it. Otherwise, if it is closely written, slightly difficult. Longer binary numbers are much easier to read if they are split into the nibbles or group of 4s as done here. Now the parity checker circuit. That means exclusive OR gate is the best device to check the parity. That means the binary number which is having odd parity or it is having even parity. Exclusive OR gate are ideal for checking the parity of the binary number because they produce output 1 when the input number has odd parity of ones. Therefore, even parity input to exclusive OR gate produce a low output, while odd parity input produce a high output. For instance, figure 4.33 shows a 16 input exclusive OR gate. A 16-bit number drives the input. The exclusive OR gate produces an output 1 because the input has odd parity and odd number of ones are there. If 16-bit input change to another value, just like you can see that this figure, here this is the exclusive OR gate of 12 inputs. The numbers are this 10101, 100, 01100. How many ones are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So 7 ones are contained in this binary number. That means odd number of ones are there. So output of the exclusive OR gate is going to be 1 or it is going to be high. If this number is going to be changed with even number of ones, any one of the 0 is made 1, then 8 ones will be there. So it contains even parity and output of exclusive OR gate is going to be 0. Next is parity generator circuit. In a computer, a binary number may represent an instruction that tells the computer to add, subtract and so on. Or the binary number may represent data to be processed like a number, letter, etc. In either case, you sometimes will see an extra bit added to the original binary number to produce a new binary number with even or odd parity. Normally, your data is of 8 bits. That means this 8-bit data which is represented in a binary number may be representing alphabets, numbers or symbols, which may be simulate with arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, etc. Or it may be contains just like a data over which this kind of operation is going to be performed. But in this data, there is one more bit is going to be added, which is known as the parity bit. This ninth parity bit is normally added with 8-bit number, and it can be making this data either even parity number or odd parity number. You can see that this circuit is 8 input exclusive OR gate, which is having x0 to x7. All these inputs are connected to the exclusive OR gate. If the 8-bit number is having even parity, that means even number of ones, then output of the exclusive OR gate is going to be 0. And again it is followed by inverter, so output of this inverter will produce output 1. So x8, that is the ninth bit, which is containing one more 1. That means here whatever number of input which is having even number of ones plus 1, so it becomes odd number of ones at the input side, and hence this data is containing odd parity now. If the data originally is having a odd parity, that means data containing odd number of ones. So output of the exclusive OR gate is going to be 1. Again it is going to be inverted, and x8 is going to be 0. So again the 9-bit number which will be having odd parity only. So this way this circuit will work as a odd parity generator. For instance, figure 4.34 shows this 8-bit binary number x7, x6, x5, x4, x3, x2, x1 and x0. Suppose this number equal to 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, which contains two ones. That means it is having even parity. The number has even parity, which means that exclusive OR gate produce an output 0. Because of the inverter, x8 is going to be 1, and the final 9-bit output number is 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. It contains 3 ones, that means it is having odd parity. Suppose we change the 8-bit input to 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. Now it has odd parity. Originally it has odd parity. In this case, exclusive OR gate produce an output 1, but the inverter produce 0. So that final 9-bit output number is parity bit is going to be 0, and remaining number is as it is, which contains 3 1. So again the final output has odd parity. So in this case input number may be containing odd parity or even parity, but final output number is having odd parity only. So this way it will work as a odd parity generator. The circuit given in figure 4.34 is called an odd parity generator because it always produces a 9-bit output number with an odd parity. If 8-bit input has even parity, a 1 comes out of the inverter to produce a final output with odd parity. On the other hand, if the 8-bit input has odd parity and 0 comes out of the inverter and the final 9-bit output again has odd parity. To get similarly even parity number, just you delete the inverter and this circuit is even parity generator is going to be there. Now this kind of things we are not going to prepare with a exclusive OR gate and all that things. The IC in TTL circuits itself, transistor logic 74180, which is IC which contains parity generator as well as parity checker circuit. In this case you can see that this IC is a 14-pin IC, 14th pin is a VCC and this is going to be the ground. Pin number 1, 2, 8 to 13 or 8 to 13, they will be utilized for x0 to x7 at the original 8-bit number. Here the truth table is given. Pin number 3 is even input, pin number 4 is odd input, pin number 5 is even output, and pin number 6 is odd output, and how it will work, that is shown in this truth table. Now, what is the use of this parity generator and parity checker circuit? Actually, when the data is transmitting from transmitting end to the receiver, then what happens? Sometimes in between there is a possibility that it will be corrupted by noise, and because of that noise, one of the bit is normally changed from 0 to 1 or 1 to 0, and because of that, that data is changed its parity. So that data is going to be corrupted by the noise, so it should be discarded. But how to know whether it is going to be corrupted or not? For that, normally what happens, from where it is going to be transmitted, there is a parity generator circuit is going to be kept, so that all the data is transmitted with the odd parity. At the receiving end, if the data is received with the odd parity, that means it is not corrupted by the noise, data is accepted and it can be utilized further. But if at receiving end it contains odd parity, the even parity, because the transmitted data was having odd parity and receiving data was having even parity, that means one of the bit is changed and hence the data is corrupted by the noise and it should be discarded. So this way the parity generator and parity checker circuits are utilized for checking the data. The data is transmitted without any noise. Thank you very much.